Chain reaction collision leads to a settlement with future medical bills included in the settlement itself. Find out more below. Hey, I'm Shane from Shane Smith Law. Today, we're talking with John Wheatley, one of the attorneys there, about one of his most recent client victories. John recently settled PR's case. We're going to find out more here about that overall. John, how did PR's accident occur?
Well, PR was on the interstate, and it was a classic rear-end collision. But since it was on the interstate and high speeds were involved, it involved a good amount of vehicles. She was the first vehicle to get hit and then got sent into the vehicle in front of her. So it was both a rear-end and front-end collision.
Wow. So once again, it's that sort of super whiplash where they get slammed back and then hit another one to slam forward, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. What were her injuries in the beginning?
In the beginning, she had headaches, and primarily her neck and her back were the biggest issues. She also had an injury to her wrist, likely from her grip on the steering wheel and being involved in such a high-speed collision.
Okay. And what was sort of her treatment path overall? Did the symptoms resolve real quick, or did they take a significant amount of time?
Her treatment path was both short and lengthy at the same time. It was short in that she was diagnosed and recommended certain procedures, but it became lengthy when health insurance got in the way. And since this client was in Florida, it presented different problems with the Florida insurance companies, health insurance, and the treating providers not willing to take certain health insurance to allow her to get the procedures. She ended up getting injections and was recommended a back surgery for her lower back, but was not able to get it because they wouldn't allow the price reduction through Medicare. But the client was feeling pretty good. After the injections, it didn't seem like she was really wanting to go through with the surgery to the point where it could have led to a financial burden for her.
Okay, so it sounds like it's one of those surgeries where the doctors recommend, hey, you're going to need this, maybe you don't need it today, but you're likely going to need it in the future. And she was like, well, I don't want to have it today so I can deal with the pain. And hopefully that day will never come, even though everybody on paper says it's going to come. It's just a matter of when. Is that sort of the situation here?
Yeah, exactly. And we ended up getting a really good result for her out of the insurance company, enough so that she could almost fully pay for the surgery. So I think her plan was to just get the full amount so she didn't have any outstanding debt and just wait a little bit longer.
And yeah, who can blame? I mean, everybody's concerned about a surgery to your back or neck. I mean, obviously that's a major deal. And if there is I used to tell people, if there's a way to avoid it, okay. And it sounds like here she was fortunate that you fought for her and got her basically that cost included in the settlement so that she can have surgery later on when she needs it done.
Exactly.
Okay. It sounds like she was happy with the overall settlement.
Yeah, she was really happy with the overall settlement. I would say we got her about 95% of the full surgery amount. So there was just a little bit left to cover. And she said, it was going to help her in all facets of her life to be able to have that money, and she could either save it up for the surgery or use it where she needed it.
Well, it sounds like a great client victory, John. Good job there. I know she was happy. For our listeners, hit like and subscribe down below for more client victories here from Shane Smith Law. Remember, if you're in pain, call Shane. Find us online or dial 980-999-9999. We'd be glad to talk to you if you've been in an accident.
In pain, call Shane.
Oh, yeah.
980-999-9999. 980-999-9999. Shane Smith Law.